Our fifth speaker today is Michael Truncale. Michael is also from Jefferson County or Beaumont. Look forward to hearing your views, Michael. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Raymer. I'm Michael Truncale, candidate for the United States Congress, and I want to thank the Chamber for sponsoring this event for all of the candidates. And as I look across the room and see some of the supporters of mine, I want to thank you for opening your hearts and your homes to us. And I also want to thank my family for your encouragement and support, especially my wife, Denise, who is my best friend and ally. And I want you to know my youngest daughter, Lauren, who is a resident of the island. And she is a nursing student at UTMB. And Lauren, I want you to know that your mother and I are so very proud of you, because UTMB is such an outstanding school. Now, for those of you who do not know me, I want to tell you that I'm a son of educators who brought me to this island from my very earliest days. I'm a community leader, a civic leader, a church leader. I'm a lifelong conservative Republican. I'm a partner in one of the most established law firms in Texas, and I've represented the business and industries here in Galveston County, including American National, as well as industries on land as well as offshore. I've also represented doctors and hospitals. Senator Hutchison and Senator Cornyn appointed me to the Federal Judicial Selection Committee, and I've been a regent for the Texas State University system. I want you to know that I am not a politician. Now, I have been a lifelong Republican, and in fact, I'm on the State Republican Executive Committee, and I've been a delegate to the National Convention. Some have said that I was Republican in this district before Republican was cool, but I never aspired to be a politician, and I never want to become just another politician. You see, I am a citizen taxpayer, and I want to decide every issue as a citizen taxpayer. Now, some of you may ask, why are you running? Washington is broken. The government is too big and it exercises too much control over our lives. $15 trillion and growing every second. That debt is going to harm our children. It's going to hurt our economy, and it's going to destabilize our currency. This is something I know, because I have an MBA, and I studied economics at the graduate level with Dick Armey, a free market economist. Then I worked as a financial analyst in Dallas before returning home to this district. Spending is out of control. That's why I stand for a balanced budget amendment to the United States Constitution. I simply do not trust Congress or any future Congress to restrain spending without a balanced budget amendment to the United States Constitution. And the threat of taxes and excessive regulations is hurting business and sending jobs overseas. Obamacare must be repealed because it hurts patients, it hurts healthcare providers, and it hurts small business. And besides, if Obamacare is allowed to stand, then there are no limits to what the federal government can do to you. We need border security, we need a strong national defense, and we need energy independence. Now, these are some of the broader areas of concern to me, but they're local interest as well. Galveston needs a congressman of action and an advocate for Congress. Throughout this campaign, I have attended meetings of the City Council, of the Commissioner's Court, and I'm the only congressional candidate who attended a recent meetings of the Wharfs Board when they approved the coal export terminal for Pelican Island. That can be a game changer for Galveston and for Texas City as well. However, it's going to need a congressman to help work through certain regulatory issues in order to make that project a reality. Industry leaders tell me that we continue to face EPA overreach, which limits industry growth. And government regulations are too expensive and difficult for small business. In fact, a retail merchant on this island said to me that the regulations make him want to quit. I looked at him and said, don't quit. Send a citizen taxpayer to Washington instead. I've talked to governmental officials as well as citizens about a variety of issues, from rollover paths to erosion to the Ike Dike to the Texas City levy, public housing, and NASA. And I understand the importance as a region of higher education. That's why Texas A&M Galveston, Galveston College, and College of the Mainland deserve our support. And we must not forget the $1.5 billion impact of UTMP Galveston. It is a leader in medicine and in research and in education. I've lived in this district all of my life, and I understand the devastation of Hurricane Ida. I will continue to work for this area. Working together, we can bring America back on the path to prosperity. We need conservative action, not words. We need a citizen taxpayer, not politicians. Join me in moving this country forward and in making this congressional district the rising star of the Gulf Coast and making Galveston the jewel of Texas. I'm Michael Truncale. Thank you.